What up, familia? It's your favorite Puerto Rican Brooklyn Philly here, and I wanted to jump on here and just kind of just shuffle I brought a couple of decks with me to the park, and it's a beautiful sunny day. My throat just got real raspy all of a sudden. Interesting, like if my throat chakra wanted to like kind of like lock up on me. But I kind of wanted to just come out here and see what messages spirit may want to bestow upon us this beautiful, glorious afternoon. I've had a pretty dope day so far, in terms of like it's been copacetic. Things have been flowing pretty smoothly. I mean, a couple of I'm hearing hiccups here and there, but nothing to truly concern myself with. As you can see, I'm in the car with my homie, my bestie BK, and we're just out here outside this beautiful little park that I found in not too far from my crib, where I tend to come out here with him, and he tends to roam around, and I tend to chill, and I can pull the tarot freely. Interestingly enough, nothing is really flowing out. I don't know. Let's just see what happens, Spirit. Thank you so very much in advance for the messages that we are about to receive. May they be for our benefit, as always. Why wouldn't they be? You are of light and of love, and you care about our well-being and our mental state, our physical state, our emotional state, right? Our spiritual state, and everything good comes from you. So right now we ask you for a message that we may need to hear right now. A message. Okay. First card to come out. Let's see what that. Temperance. Interesting, right? We see this woman with two glasses, green juice, red juice, maybe some type of smoothies. Are those umbrellas? No, that's a lime and a strawberry. So yes, I'm gonna say smoothies, not alcoholic drinks. There are two individuals. Interestingly enough, it seems to be a masculine and a feminine energy here, and she's staring at him. He seems to not even. He seems to be staring off into I don't know where. As you can see, they do not look happy with each other. They seem to be very. I just heard body language, right? Based on the body language, they seem to be very, I'm hearing discontent over one another at this point. So I don't know, will you be paying a matchmaker this week? Will you be placed in a predicament or a position this week where you'll have to play mediator? Is this individual some type of spirit guide, angel, like being kind of like in the Rider-Waite-Smith Temperance card, where they're offering, right, this balance, right? Now I'm hearing red, blue pill. I don't know. So is that your masculine and feminine energy? I'm getting multiple stories now, right? This could be your masculine and feminine energy being at odds with one another, trying to balance each other out. And divine, or I just heard Archangel Michael, or a spirit guide, or an ancestor is intervening, and or I mean, for those of you who don't like to go down those rabbit holes, I heard, for whatever reason, maybe it's your higher self looking to mediate and to offer some type of mediation. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why I would think of is that even a word, remedial? That would mean something else totally different. But it also can be actually two separate energies, a masculine and a feminine energy. Again, no gender types, right? It could be just somebody who embodies more the masculine energy, somebody who embodies more the feminine energy, who are at odds with one another, and maybe a friend, a family member, someone is coming and will be playing mediator of some sort. But I'm hearing it's definitely needed. There is a cat also in the background. When I see cats in the background, I tend to think of the high priestess. I tend to think of them as very intuitive, knowing ancient things. I just heard 9 lives. I just heard, let's get into that cat, friskies. So something about friskies. I don't know where that's coming from. But okay, they're saying move on from that. We'll see what other cards come out. Temperance, right? To temper something, right? To bring some type of equilibrium, some type of balance to it, right? There seems to be something, a relationship or something that's off kilter, that needs some type of, lay down, big boy, go lay down. There seems to have some kind of need or necessity for some type of temperance, some type of balance. Thank you, Spirit. So this may have already happened. You may be currently going through this, or maybe this is something you will encounter. Interestingly enough, I felt several cards come out, but I'm just going to pick the bottom one, and it is, yeah, look, 3 of coins, right? So we go from 2 individuals that seem to be not too happy with one another. Body language is really repulsive. I don't know why that's such a strong word, but you know, she's staring at him, he's staring off, both arms are crossed on both bodies. Definitely no type of collaboration or cooperation. And then we get here, and then I just heard a lot of heart space energy, right? All of this green, right? A lot of heart space, right? So we're moving from this very blocked off, cold, you know, so I don't know, maybe have you blocked somebody, or are you currently in a relationship where you have blocked one another and you're not speaking to one another? But then we go to this, yeah, I don't know why I can't let that card go. We're here, I'm holding the 3 of coins now. 3 of coins, we have a family here and they're collaborating with one another. We have grandpa, we have child, we have mom, we have dad. All of them are working together. Interesting. To paint and repair and restore this barge, this boat, and it's taking collaboration, it's taking teamwork, right? And one of the things the author says in her book and her depiction of this card is that one of the things that they pride themselves on is that everyone is playing their part, that everyone individually is important, and their individual role collectively is making a difference and is assisting them in collectively reaching the goal, which is to restore this boat and hopefully use it, right? Together as a family. 3 of coins typically, yeah, is collaboration, cooperation. So we go from temperance. So maybe that's what Spirit is telling us, that a situation that maybe has been at a standstill, a situation where there seemed to be discord and people could not get on one accord. Because interestingly enough, there's 3 individuals in that temperance card I'm hearing now, right? So the 3 of coins is typically 3 individuals as well, even though in this one they have more. They have 4 people, but it is signified by the 3 of coins. Interesting. We get this full energy is the next card, right? So is someone being foolish? Is someone going to be foolish enough to what, Spirit? Look at what it is. The Lovers. So now we have 3 major arcana out. So I just heard, verily, verily, I say unto you, right? I mean, that's my Jesus walks, Jesus talks with me, because usually in some of the Bible, some of the editions, AEDITION editions of the Bible will use that language that Jesus said, verily, verily, meaning like for real, like, you know, I tell you the truth, right? That some situation that in the past seemed to be filled with discord and disconnect and separation, there is going to be some type of, I heard, angelic intervention, divine intervention. I know this is not the judgment card, but I'm getting that type of feeling and vibe from it, where some type of intervention is going to take place, where it is going to help in mediating this situation, where it's going to cause these individuals somehow, that's why I say it has to be divinity itself, so some type of heart space is going to open up and expand to the point where they're going to, this family, this unit, this relationship, whether it be familial, friendship, whatever, is going to be able to collaborate with one another on, I hear, to get on one accord to accomplish a goal. It may seem foolish, it may, right, because he's standing on the top of this building scaffolding, right, repairing this all the way at the top. He can fall. Some would say, you know, that's kind of foolish to be up there, you know, is he a daredevil, a maverick of sorts? But this type of energy, I want to get a little more clarity on that Fool card, but somehow I just heard foolish faith. Interesting. Foolish faith, or faith like a fool. Yeah. I just heard faith the size of a mustard seed. A cat is here as well. Right? It's almost like if we're believing that this is your higher self, this temperance, right? This cat being intuition. It's like your intuition, something intuitively is telling you that some type of leap of faith is going to be taken, is needed, some type of foolish, what may seem foolish to others, is going to lead to this lover situation, right? And again, it doesn't necessarily need to be two actual outside individuals. It could be this being your masculine and your feminine energy coming together as one, right? To form these lovers, right? And now we move from the cat to the dog. And I just heard cat, dog, cat, dog. That's a show. That was a show my son used to watch when he was right? And cat, dog is like two opposites attracting, right? Like two people from the opposite spectrum that, you know, only that would look like, you know, foolish coming together, right? That people would even, yeah, that it would look crazy to people. That, you know, yeah, it's almost like these two people that maybe the whole world, I have to sneeze. Confirmation. Bless me. Yeah, it's almost like this situation that was at odds, that is almost like I'm hearing now, that no one ever would imagine or fathom could ever in any type of way come together and collaborate and get on one accord to become as one, some type of team, right? Yeah, it's almost like when pigs fly, right? Like it's going to look so crazy, so foolish to people, but it's going to, I just heard everlasting love, endless love. It was a song, an old song that wanted to kind of like come to mind just now. I heard it in my mind. Is one of them old R&B Johns, like, right, one of those classics. Yeah, and that's what I just heard, like a classic fairy tale, like a classic, like a vintage, like something that never goes out of style, right? Look at these older people. And then I just heard, and yeah, look at this third person. Now, you know, is this third person intervening to try to stop this? Or is this third person assisting? And to me, they're intervening. They're trying, someone has tried to intervene to stop. And now I'm even looking at this, you know, yeah, someone in the past has stopped, for some of you, has intervened and tried to stop this connection from coming together when you were younger, or first initially beginning this, or in this first moments, years of this relationship. But now look at this fear again. There's divine intervention. There's angelic here. There's angelic. Here there's fairies. Right? There's some type of intervention, some type of a system. Look, she's kind of like pouring like fairy dust or something over this couple that is going to lead them to here. Look, when they're old and wrinkled, and yeah, look at that dog. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. So yeah, for some of you, yeah, this is really. It is something about a relationship that people had tried to, people had tried to intervene, or someone in specific has tried to intervene in and stop and cause discord, and did cause, I'm hearing, for some discord in this relationship and separation. But now there is going to be such a sense of collaboration and teamwork to build something together. And a boat is about movement, right? Maybe to travel together, to move forward together. And it's going to look crazy or even foolish to the, I'm hearing the normal, how would it be normal? The the regular eye, but based on those two cats, the third eye would have already believed it, received it, interpreted it. I don't know if it was through your dreams. I don't know if it's in the 5D realm, you and this person, even though you were separated or in a discord, you were still connecting. Two cards came out. I just want to pause right here because I too get a little leery. I don't want to use like those kind of terms that people use to stay in codependent, effed up relationships. I know what it feels to be codependent. I know what it feels to be in a relationship and that I needed to let go and I just couldn't. And those are not good places and spaces. They are very toxic for us. And I am no way want to be a part of the YouTube land community that encourages such type of buffoonery. I don't want any parts of that. I am very much a believer in karma. I believe in integrity and character, and I don't want to like push hype or what they call that, clickbait and all that. Like, no, it's not that deep to me. People are either going to watch the video or they're not. They're going to be led to it based on divinity, not based on me. I am just a conduit. But because I'm a conduit and because such a big I'm taking on such a big responsibility, because nobody's forcing me, right? I'm turning on this YouTube video and I'm recording. I'm saying I want to put something out there that I believe is coming from divinity, right? From my higher self, from my angels, my ancestors, my spirit guides, and that we're tapping into this oneness called divinity, or one consciousness. But I don't want to use that name or that energy in vain in any way, take it for granted, and definitely not use it to hurt or harm anybody, and to push personal agendas or even toxic-ish that would keep people bound. The whole purpose of this channel would be to deliver people, to set people free, for me to just freely share the experiences that I've gone through, and not even so much share my experiences, but because of the experiences that I've gone through, spirit using me, then I as a conduit, I am offering a specific lens based on the experiences that I've had, right? That have liberated me, that are helping me, that have helped me grow and mature as a woman, as a person of color, as a child of the divine, right? That in hopefully, it's not hopefully, because I know, I'm hearing, won't he do it? Although I believe he, right? Meaning divinity has to be, both, right? But won't he do it? Yes, right? So I believe in this thing. But if you are in a toxic relationship, I'm not talking about that, Spirit is talking about something else, something that maybe through, I'm hearing, third party interference, right? And I'm not talking about, pregnancies of other women or men, or by other women or by other men, because women can get pregnant by other men too. I'm not talking about somebody that is like beating on you, not helping you, always leaving, like none of that toxic stuff. It didn't work out for specific differences, and maybe the differences were really not maybe the big differences, but maybe a parent or a family member or a friend intervened and got in the ear, or the person or you allowed yourself to be pulled away or to be influenced in somehow by a third party, and basically that was really predicated on your own fears and your own traumas that then you projected onto the other person, so that caused most of the disharmony and the discord. That's what we're talking about. I feel like I'm rambling, Spirit, but I don't know. This is what needs to be said. So it's something based on that, right? And now this fairy dust, right? This intervention is too potent. This person, as you can see, I don't know if you can see this person's face, but they're scared. They are very much aware that these two people are now, as hard as they try to intervene, they've lost it. And look, I mean, not for nothing, but how cocky is this person, this individual? And even though it looked like it's showing up, no, it's kind of androgynous. It could be feminine or masculine energy. This energy is so cocky that it really thinks it can rump with the fairy. Like, you can really come up against the things of God. You know, I just heard, let no man put asunder what God has united. I'm messing that scripture all up, right? But it is something about that, right? Like, that if you are divinely supposed to be at this job or in this relationship or in this friendship or whatever, nothing, no devil in hell can interrupt that. Now I'm getting mad, right? Or like it's getting serious on a whole nother level, head itching and everything, right? So it's like, yeah. So let's see what else came out. We have here the what is that? I'm sorry guys, I can't see it really good. Look at this, the 2 of coins. So more 2s, right? More unity, right? I just heard UNITY. And then we have the, what is that? The moon, right? So again, something about, oh wow. Now, all right, they're saying it. So another major, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out of 6 cards that have revealed themselves to us. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you, Yallah. That have revealed to ourselves. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana, right? And then the 3 of coins and the 2 of coins. So we have 2 pentacle cards and 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana here on the, and they're saying address the moon first. Thank you, Spirit. I sure will. You stated, I will do it. The moon, right? The reason why I believe I'm hearing to address this moon card first is because if you pay attention, in this moon card, there are people laughing, right? So again, it was something that was counted out, someone that was counted out, a situation that people took her, like this moon card, this woman to be, I'm hearing like a vagabond, a lost cause, something to be ignored, right? Rat-a-tat-tatter, I just heard. I hear a lot of laughter, right? I don't know, which I'm hearing resembles this, right? Like that's what it was. It was like people laughed at the possibility of this union, whether it was this union with this job, this career. I hear go the laughter again. This friendship. This maybe even if it is not people outside of you, maybe this self-love, right? That you finally become one, right? Maybe you were disembodied and in disharmony with yourself, and you finally have come together with self, right? In such a beautiful way, and people doubted it, right? And now I'm hearing, if you see, I just looked up and I see the moon in the sky to a crescent, alhamdulillah. But here you see the full moon here. So I just heard by the full moon, you wait and see. I don't know what that means, but for somebody it is saying that by the full moon, you wait and see. So now what I'm hearing is, it was cloaked, it was kept in the dark, right? People saw what they wanted to see, but they didn't see what was going on behind the scenes in the dark under the moonlight's glimmer, right? They saw that during the day, right? There was maybe this right here. I'm hearing, there go that laughter again. This discord, this separation, right, during the light. But they didn't see that in the moonlight, that at night, while people were busy laughing in the background, God was doing a new thing, I'm hearing. Okay, go sit down. He all up on me. He won't let me go lay down. Lord have mercy. Yeah, and look at this dog here too. Loyal, right? That although they were laughing in the background, spirit, your ancestor guides, your spirit guides, divinity self was loyal to you, right? While everybody was laughing and counting you or this situation out. I mean, and look at her face, right? She feels that pain. She seems in despair. Because maybe for many of you, this left, and then I almost wanted to say this left that woman or that feminine energy in this energy, right? Being in this type of discord or separation with that career move, that self, that lover, that friend, that family member, right? It left that individual feeling this way. I heard despondent and alone and trying to figure out, right? And wandering in the dark, almost like trying to, I heard floundering in the dark, trying to figure it out, right? But what I heard when I was about to say that feminine energy, just because there's a feminine energy represented in this card, was that no, both of these individuals, although they seem all big and bad and hard-headed here, they both, as a result of this third-party meddling, right, in this situation, they both felt this way this whole entire time, the time that they were separated from one another. And now, I'm hearing go to this Two of Coins, right? Give me a second, guys. Because this Two of Coins is interesting. It is a waiter who's being called on by everyone. And he's happily obliging, and so is this fairy. But I'm being drawn in. Oh, and there's this woman with this beautiful puppy on her lap. She's calm. She's ready to, you know, give her, even pay her check and even give a nice little tip, it seems, almost. That's the energy that I'm getting here, right? The food looks delicious. Look at that background, right? The water is interesting. I just thought of a specific restaurant that I've been to before that you literally look out the glass window and you can see that view. Is a very similar view. Interesting. That was very interesting. But Two of Coins is normally juggling, but this individual is juggling all of these people perfectly fine. And I don't know, I'm hearing I'm happy to oblige. Everyone seems so pleased and so content, even though he's one person and all of these energies are pulling on him. They're able to, they all seem to be well taken care of, I'm hearing. To the point where, look, and again, now we have this beautiful little dog here. So something, can you tell me a little more about, let's clarify that Two of Coins, shall we? I want a little clarity on that Two of Coins. If my puppy, I get off my cards, like he is really, I'm going to get a clarifier, right? Because we go to this beautiful energy and hear that by the next moon, full moon, this thing that was in the dark, which was purposeful, right? It was purposely kept in the dark, I'm hearing, by spirit, so that those who were trying to laugh at it or corrupt it and destroy it, you know, because it's almost like in that card with the lovers, it's almost like that unity, them getting back together and kissing, took that third party. And I just saw the Three of Swords just kind of flashed itself to me in the reverse, right? It's over. I'm just hearing the struggle is over with that, right? But it seemed like that individual was caught off guard. Like, you know, you could tell that if they would have seen it coming, that spirit is going to sprinkle this fairy dust and get these two people or get this situation rectified, or bring this unity back together, they would have jumped in way like they did before and trying to intervene. But it caught them totally off guard, that by the time they ran to try to stop the fairy from, like they could, I'm sorry, that just keep messing my head up. Whoever this is some real arrogant, cocky, like, I don't know. I really, that energy is disgusting to me. I'm sorry. I'm getting like, yeah, that's perturbed. I don't even know where. But on this Two of Coins, spirit, please. Oh wow, that was wow. Let's do it again. Two of Coins, spirit, please. But by the time they realize, look at what came out. Lord have mercy. The Two of Coins is clarified by the Two of Wands, right? So juggling by making a choice, right? And setting forth, look, and keeping it like, oh, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I swear on everything. My whole like chest just lit up like with a spirit of anticipation of hope. Like the world is your oyster. Like baby girl, just choose, or baby boy, right? Like this is, yeah, like you're going to be able to, I don't know, right? Like multiple things, and then choose is going to propel you forward. Two clarified by two. Ace of Wands at the bottom of this. I don't know. There's going to be some kind of creative insight. Again, it's something about the intuition, right? It's something about this person's eyes being closed, right? Like this, whatever has been going, I'm hearing it's been, yeah, that's why I feel it in my belly, in my chest. Like it's been going on the inside this whole time. And I don't care what the outside has been looking like. On the outside to everybody else, it's looked like total damage. Even to you, it looked like this is lost, right? Like there is no recovery of this. But on the inside, now I'm hearing it's like the seed of a chestnut tree or a big oak tree, right? It's this little seed. Yo, I'm telling you, I want to shake or something. It's like, I fear like now, like Jeremiah, it's like fire shut up in my bone. Like I keep hearing like the whole time it's been a setup, right? Like the whole time spirit has been working it out. You couldn't see it. They couldn't see it. The job couldn't see it. The world has yet to see it, right? But it's a new thing, so much so that everybody is going to be able to be satisfied and well taken care of. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Let's pull another. Oh, child. Let's pull another card. I don't know. And please just understand, I read the energies. Oh, wow. What is this? Look at what I got here. The Four of Coins. So we go from the Two of Coins juggling to the Two of Wands making a decision to go forward, to move towards something, right? Here goes a little map and everything ready, right? There goes the globe. A decision has been made. There goes the sun is rising. We're about to set off and embark on a new horizon. To this Four of Coins. Four coins usually. Give me a minute, guys. Please help me, Spirit. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, my ancestors. This little boy is holding out, showing you the coins. He's serious. The parents in the background are running around with this dog. He's building or built this sandcastle. Four coins is usually holding on to some type of stability, security, or holding on too tightly to something, right? Talk to me, Spirit. How do we go from this laughing energy, something being in the dark, to this Two of Coins? Spirit the whole time has been juggling something to point something into a new direction. Yeah, I'm hearing like it's been stored up, right? And now it's time for it to be given, to be released, right? I don't know. Now for some of you, I'm seeing that as like the inner child finally saying, here, this is what we have. That's interesting. And the bird is crying out like a clarion call, right? Yeah. Let's get more on that. Let's get more. Can you give us a little more on this 4 of coins? Can you give us a little more on this 4 of coins, Spirit, please, and thank you. Look at this. It's going to come from some type of collaboration, right? So maybe that's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. I just heard, right? And look, the High Priestess. She wanted to come out. I knew she was going to come out anyway. Again, because intuitively, again, eyes closed, intuitively you knew that this collaboration had to happen. It was going to happen. And again, it's very interesting because this is an adult and 2 children here. This is a child here too, right? So I don't know. It's interesting how in the beginning I indicated that I saw that Temperance card as maybe your higher self telling you the whole time, like, and smiling, like, you down there, both of y'all looking at each other like y'all crazy, holding back. But the whole time I already knew, and your inner child already knew, right? And maybe that is also it, right? That this inner child is moving from this space where they're feeling like they needed to hoard and feeling like that's just all they had, to now moving forward to this collaborative, right? Being not afraid anymore, trustworthy enough to be able to collaborate. Because that's another thing for some of you, if it is your masculine and feminine energy, there was something in your childhood that taught you to, maybe there was something like, trigger warning, this separation, feeling apart from parents, right? Not maybe feeling unified and a part of that family, not feeling the loyalty of that dog, right? Or whatever, and feeling outcast or outside or alone for whatever reason, right? And now this inner child is hoping to restore that, right? If it is 2 individuals separate, 2 different energies that are coming together, maybe that is also it, that the reason for your discord, or even the reason that a third party could interfere in that relationship in the first place, really wasn't the power of that person. Because as you can see in that card, when they try to stop the little fairy dust, they had no power. They never had no power. There's no power that's greater than the power than the one, right? So it's never been about that third person. The only reason the infiltration happened was, 1, it was allowed, I'm hearing. Please don't get that twisted, because nothing happens without permission from the one. But 2, it was really at the root was this inner child issues, right? From the childhood that kept that, holding on to whatever the pain was, whatever the situation was, whatever the trauma was, whatever the experience was. And that is what was the trigger that caused or allowed for the discord. But it was all a setup in the first place. One of the things I shared not too long ago was that I appreciate the triggers now. I ain't saying I'm caring too much for them. I'm not saying I'm too thrilled about them. I'm not saying they don't affect me, hurt me, pain me, ail me, because they do. But I do have a different perspective on them, right? In the sense that I wouldn't know what to correct had it not been for the trigger. When I'm confronted with that trigger through that boss, through that friendship, through that family relationship, through that lover relationship or partner relationship, it is identifying to me some type. I'm hearing his laughter. Again, because there's a setup. I keep hearing it is a setup. It has been a setup the whole time. It is a setup in the sense, pay attention, right? They're saying, come here, come a little closer. Pay attention. It's been a setup because although it looked like the downfall, right? Although it looked like the separation and the rupture, although it looked like the destruction of things, it did, right? Because things built on sinking sand are going to crumble anyway, okay? So it was all used, now here in Romans 8:28, for all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. I don't know if I'm messing up that scripture too. Don't quote me correctly, but there is something about, yes, making lemonade out of lemons. Yes, alchemizing that pain. Yes, using that very thing that was set to destroy you. Now I'm thinking of the movie Dumbo. I was watching Dumbo the literal Dumbo Disney movie from like 1960 something or whatever. I was watching it the other day. And, one of the things that the little the little character that was with Dumbo. Was it a little mouse? Yeah, the little mouse with the suit. He said the very thing that set to like destroy him, right? That they laughed at him about, that they criticized and ridiculed him about, that his mama got put away for, right? Trying to defend her baby. His big ears, the very thing that I'm hearing, like Rudolph, the red nose, right? That was the laughing stock at one point. Now here's Santa saying, Rudolph, we need your red nose to guide us through this blizzard tonight, right? Dumbo, now those ears that people laughed at, they were so big or whatever, now those are the very ears that have elevated you to the next level, and now you went from rags to riches, Cinderella. You know what I'm saying? It's something like that, I'm telling you, right? And it had to crumble. It had to be, because it was being built on this type of foundation, based on this type of understanding, on a wound that you was holding on to from your childhood, right? Maybe a wound that needed to be addressed, that looked at collaborating, right? Maybe before you was in this partnership or in this job relationship or in this familial relationship, whatever this relationship, you saw relationships as intimidating, as non-collaborative somehow, as not being able to cooperate. Remember, we looked at the very first card that came up after this temperance card was the 3 of coins, right? Which was really, what does it signify? It signifies collaboration, right? Teamwork. Here was this whole familial structure working together to get this boat together, to enjoy this boat together, right? So maybe you grew up in a family, a concept or a trigger warning that did not teach you how to do that, and you did not know how to do that, and then you tried to embark into these relationships, because in order to survive in this world, we are working with one another. No man is an island to himself, unless you are a monk or a nun. And I'm saying, and even then, because as a monk, you have to live in a monastery, and in a monastery, you still have to live amongst other monks and collaborate with them. If you are a nun, you have to live in a nunnery, and one of their, I apologize, I don't know exact name, but in a convent. And in those convents, they are a group. They become a familial structure where they work with one another to do the community work outside and to live together as a unit inside. So there is some type of collaboration, some type of teamwork where, and that's another thing I'm hearing. Oh God, I'm so hyped. All of this is coming so fast. I just looked to the side and the little tabby cat, 2 of them. Oh Lord, 2 identical twin, them little orange cats, don't they call them tabby cats or whatever? One on opposite sides, like diagonal from one another. Interesting. Both with their backs turned to one another. I'm gonna leave that alone. But it's something about, oh God, did I lose the train of thought? That even that you didn't know how to be autonomous and independent and still come together and work as a team. When you tried to do that, you saw the coming together as codependency, and that codependency repelled you. You know what I mean? And it became this, now I'm hearing avoidant detachment and avoidant anxious dynamic, and you were used to those kind of cyclical relationships where they became these cat mouse, remember I heard say cat dog earlier, chases with one another, right? Where you kind of did this whole thing, and all of that third party, that sinking sand, all of it, the people laughing, the heckling, the separation, all of it had a purpose and a plan. Oh God, I want to say amen. The church said amen. I don't know, Spirit, is there anything else you want us to know? This has been so beautiful. And again, this High Priestess card is showing us that you knew the whole entire time. If it was you and another individual, deep down inside, y'all knew the whole entire time that this wasn't the end, that there was something so much bigger. It was known the whole entire time. Your inner self knew and knows the whole. Is there anything else? Yeah, they're saying go to the She Tarot. I brought this other deck called a She Tarot. I will go to that deck now and pull that out. Okay, I brought several decks. I'm hearing She Tarot, so I'm going to be obedient. I just want to, again, I'm a conduit. Sorry, I'm pulling out all the other decks except for, here we go. This is the, am I missing any cards? No, I'm not. Thank you so much for your patience. If you made it this far in the video, if you like the way that I am reading, Again, I don't profess myself to be a tarot reader or anything, just a channel, a conduit. I grab the cards and I flow and I listen to what spirit is saying. But if you appreciate what you're hearing and what the messages that are coming through, please, reciprocate, right? This is energy that is being brought forth to you. So reciprocate that energy. At minimum, hit that like button. If you like it and you think that this video can be helpful to somebody else, share it. And if you really enjoy the way the messages flow, subscribe, right? I'm hearing iron sharpens iron, right? So one more shuffle here. We're going to cut this deck 3 ways. Something wanted to fly out automatically, prematurely, I'm hearing. Let's just look at it real quick. Indulgences, right? But we had one more to shuffle, to cut rather, and then let's see. What final message is Spirit? And we thank you so very much for that word. Was just very beautiful, very uplifting, right? Gave us hope. Let us know that you are attentive to our needs and you know exactly what to do when we are unable to see. Confirmation, excuse. It came right back up. Indulgences. What about indulgences, Spirit? Right? Because I'm hearing indulgences aren't always bad, right? We sometimes think of it. Okay, they're flying out from the sheets here. Indulgences. This one went all the way under my seat. Pardon. I don't know why I want to go front, pardon moi. What I was about to say. Pardon. I don't know what that was. Oui. Passion. Oh, wow. I'm hearing one more. Let's see. You're going to have to clarify this stuff for me, Lord. Damn juicy. I'm sorry. I just got tingles. I don't know. Maybe I'm sharing too much. Let me calm down. Wait a minute. I just heard it's been a minute. I'm sorry. I'm going to get red now. I'm a little blushing now and everything. Because I heard real talk. It's been a minute for some of us. It's been it's been a minute. TMI. I don't need to know all that, Spirit. I don't want to be all up in these people's business, and they don't need to be in my business like that, okay? They ain't none of their business, right? So we have indulgences, passion, and be here now. And an extra card came out. Interesting. Heartbreak. Okay, I just heard it. This is the Heartbreak Hotel. This is the Heartbreak. Why'd you do it? I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe for some of you, this is how, or maybe this is what has caused. Talk to me, Spirit. Indulgences that were based on passion. All right, Spirit, you threw me all the way off with this one. We had such a beautiful reading so far. Please talk to me. Because again, when I got indulgences, I didn't see it as, I didn't get this negative vibe from it. It's a 9, right before the 10. Nose is itching. The ancestors are in the house, right? Help us, ancestors. Thank you so much to my ancestors. You're so good to me, to moi. I want to hear. And I heard mwah, right? So yeah, I don't know. This is what I'm hearing. To be honest, it's kind of like maybe for some of you, you've been dreaming about indulging, or you kind of maybe missed this passion, right? Right? Because you're human beings, I'm hearing, right? We're human beings, and just because sometimes we're at a at odds with someone, even when we're in a marriage or in a relationship, we can argue with that person, but that still doesn't mean that we still don't have, maybe we still don't desire them, or we don't have fantasies about them, or fantasy about the career move we want to make. Remember on the Two of Wands, she's looking out the window at the horizon after looking at the globe, right? These things, they kind of like consume us almost to a certain extent, fantasizing about them, right? And especially when it's something we're very passionate about, right? So spirit is admonishing us to be here now, because if we're not here in the now and we allow these indulgences and this passion to kind of like consume us by kind of going up there that way, and not being more grounded and present, because I'm hearing the be here now is imperative, right? Because yes, spirit is doing, and your ancestors and guides are doing what they need to do in the background, on the inside, right? And in the background, like we said, that what people don't see, right? That's why it's going to look foolish to some. People are going to laugh because they can't see under the moon what is being cloaked and covered for a reason. It's being protected. But until reveal time, I'm hearing you be here now, working on you, making sure that you're the best candidate for that position and that career move, that you're the best boss or leader that you're going to be for that entrepreneurial endeavor that you're about to embark upon, that you're the best version of you for that new place, city, country, situation abroad that you're about to embark upon, right? To be here now for that, right? And also that being here now, right? Because when we're always in the present or always desiring something, it is more heartbreaking that way, right? Because you're kind of thinking about it and longing for it. I know I have. I'm like, when is it going to happen? God, I'm tired. And it is kind of more heartbreaking that way. Can you give us one more? Anything else, Lord? And then I'm about to close this down. Shut this reading down. We have here. How beautiful. It's a beautiful summer day. I ain't mad at him. We have here respect, right? And look, he's great, big, I don't know, I just heard powerful God, right? And respecting the little itty bitty things, being very protective over it. It's almost like being respectful of the most minute things, or what would seem to most, right, as minute or minimal, or not to be respected. Something as little and as delicate and as fragile as a bird, right? Most of us would just disregard it and look at it as, irrelevant and not to be respected because it's not a human thing, it's a bird, right? But no, there's something about where you're going to need that. And waking up, right? Look how beautiful that is, right? It's almost like the hangman, right? That is giving this new perspective, is allowing you to see this new rainbow in this situation. And again, right? And it is a waking up. It is a different perspective. It is going to shift you tremendously when you really, when the final reveal is finally here, because you're going to be able to learn that look at what is being done undercover or behind the scenes, to, kind of like I just heard, remember when I saw the fool, it was like this foolish faith, right? To have that kind of foolish faith, right? To not give up on that type of foolish faith, that although it looks foolish to everybody, right? For you to think that out of such chaos, such discord, maybe your own life has been that, right? Such chaos, such disembodiment, such discord, could come such beauty, collaboration and cooperation, right? Could come such beautiful things out of it, such a beautiful unity, right? That lasts forever, right? Into old age, that is loyal and strong and trustful and bond, right? That is a strong bond, right? To remain with that foolish faith, right? I was just trying to see if I get anything else, because there was something else I wanted to, again, that green, it is really coming from this heart space, right? And when you allow your heart space to open up, this deeply and this beautiful, and to be that vulnerable. You'll learn to respect. Again, it's something about, right, because I said he's a big God. There's something about where you're going, right? As she looked out with that Two of Wands, as we looked at that boat that is getting fixed by the whole family to what? To sail, right? To move forward. As you're stepping into, you're waking up into this leadership role. Even if it's in a relationship, you're both are establishing yourself in such a way for this leadership role that commands things like respecting, right? The most, what may seem the most minute. There's something to integrity, to character, right? To being a person of your word, to having this radical, foolish faith. Like all of this is going to be very important and significant moving forward. Okay. I want to take now something from these they're just like oracle cards. They have to do with like regular life, practical applications, money, power, career, things of that nature. So I'm going to go here really quickly because my puppy, yeah, he's about over it. It's been about an hour and the sun is going down. The camera resolution is not as great anymore. Not that I care that you see me. Any other messages in closing? Too many, but I'll take the first one. Expression. Look at that. Expression. Look at her mouth open. Then I say at first my throat chakra. He's a little anxious. He does not care too much for those motorcycle sounds and things of that nature. My doggy is definitely a country doggy. I have to move. Anyway, that's another story. So expression. Open up your heart and connect with others. Didn't I keep talking about that heart space with all that green in that 3 of coins, and just now in that other card? There is something about the heart space, right? There is something about that 4 coins that makes you, I don't know what I just heard, recoil, but hold on tight out of fear, right? To every little thing. But even in that 4 coins, the little boy finally opened up his hands and showed the coins and said, here, right? It's almost like your inner child is ready, right? It's ready to vibe with this new tribe, this new vibe, to really allow this love to, you know, I'm hearing like Care Bears, I'm showing my age, to illuminate out from you, but also be able to receive it, right? So expression. I express your creative self. That's one card. I like to do it in 3s. It's just a pet peeve of mine. And I believe, sorry guys, as I said, that two fell out. Yep. So let's go for it. And the 2 that fell out, sorry guys, these cards are going everywhere, are exhausted. Aww. And new beginning, right? I don't know. All I heard from this is that the universe has recognized that you're tired. You know, it's interesting because earlier I used that as an example, that, right? That you want to have this radical, foolish faith, and God and Goddess is telling you to be here now in the present, right? Because when you're not and you're all in the future, you know, it causes this heartache. And then I said, you know, but, you know, sometimes it's, you know, you're like, God, I'm tired, you know, like, and yeah, it's almost like this universe, spirit, divinity, your ancestors, your guides are recognizing, are acknowledging, are acknowledging. It's almost like they're saying, I'm hearing, I know you're tired. I know you're exhausted. I don't know, I'm getting emotional. My eyes want to water up now and my throat wants to lock up. I want to cry, yeah, because it's like, it's a beautiful cry though. It's like a cry of when someone sees you, you know, when you're really seen, you know, when you haven't been seen for so long. Now I'm looking at that little boy with the 4 coins in that card. And now you're finally being seen and heard and listened to, you know. And someone, and in this case the universe, divinity, is acknowledging that you are exhausted, you know. And I'm here, although we've come to the end of the road, end of the road. I can't sing, but Boys to Men, Philly in the house, right? Exhausted. I'm going to turn on this light real quick. Rebel. Feel financially drained, lacking viable options, recharge and regroup. Yeah, and that's what I'm hearing. Spirit is going to recharge and regroup you. I know you've been through some things. I know they have laughed. I know that it's looked crazy and you've looked foolish on a whole nother level, but the big reveal is here. I'm hearing by the next full moon. Please leave it in the comments when the full moon come back and leave that comment and tell me what miracle. Share your testimony with others so that it can encourage somebody else, because I'm hearing, I've acknowledged it. I understand. You will be able to recharge. You will be able to regroup. And now I'm seeing that card where she was looking out the window in the Two of Wands. You will be able to travel. You will be able to move. You will be, the resources, the finances, the love, everything will be. And I'm not trying to feed you no fairy tale bullshit. I am hearing that this is happening, you know, and it's not every single thing for everybody, but for some is this, for some is that. But listen, it is happening. Expect it, believe it, you know. And then new beginning, right? New beginning is here. You want to screenshot that? I'm hearing for somebody as a reminder, confirmation. New beginning, right? You will start a new job in life. Clean sweep over. Hit the reset button. I mean, drop the mic. There's nothing else to be said. I wanted to pull from one more oracle card deck, and I'm not, but look at when I looked at it. Growth. The second card that is up there right away. Love. And then the third card, because I take them in threes. Reconnection. And then sabotage was in the reverse, where it belongs, I heard. Right? And I'm hearing read them, yes. So the first one was growth. If somebody wants to screenshot that. I'm not making this up. I mean, look, the cards fell this way. This is the... I don't think anything is a coincidence. And that song was talking about nothing but big shit. It's something with that song, if y'all recognize it or whatever. Growth. I see something inside of you I admire and I would like to learn from you. So that's number one. Love. My cat is barking at, my dog is barking at some cats. I love you and I only want to add happiness to your life. And last but not least, reconnection. I know it's been a while, but I miss you being in my life. I mean, I didn't make this up. This is it. I gave you the different scenarios. All of those three phrases apply to whether you're speaking to yourself, your feminine and masculine energy within yourself, whether you're speaking to a relationship that has been in some way, in shape or form, has experienced some type of discord and disconnect, and now it is looking forward to this reconnection, whether it's talking about your dream that you was disconnected from. You know, I'm hearing, you know, what you are looking for, what you are searching for. Who is it? I was about to say Nietzsche. It's not Nietzsche. It's the other brother, Rumi. What you are seeking is seeking you, right? No matter what the situation is, because there's so many different people. Believe it. It is time. And on that note, I just want to thank our spirit guides, my ancestors, divinity, for their beautiful love and these beautiful messages of hope. I truly am grateful, and I pray that it has helped you the way it has given me so much hope and faith to move forward, right? To continue to move forward. And yeah, I again reciprocate. Reciprocity is so important. Exchange of energy. We have poured out into you. Hit that button, that like, or subscribe, or share this video. And I love you from the bottom of my heart. And until next time, beloved. Mwah. Say bye-bye, BK. Say bye-bye.